welcome to this week's edition of Panther News Nation. I'm Eduardo Salazar.
And I'm Kinsey Quitter. Here's what's happening around Principia this week. The Field of Natural History class recently returned from a chilly week in Yellowstone National Park. Derek and I edited together this look at our classroom in the snow.
6:31. It is supposedly minus 30 outside right now. I'm gonna go tell you guys how cold it is. Yep. No. Good.
Stay still and enjoy.
I'm gonna put my hand up. Whoa. I got it.
And if that wasn't cold enough, a group of juniors and seniors took to the slopes this past weekend. This trip has also become a yearly tradition. It was so cold most of the GoPros wouldn't work, but Reed managed to edit this video together with what we had.
Hey man, we're about to have a great time. Snowboarders. Say hi to Kim, man. It's our special video.
Every year, Principia's Impact Challenge gets bigger and better. This year, more schools participated than ever before. Eduardo and I captured a look at our most successful sustainability event yet. Each year, Principia proudly hosts the Impact Challenge event, promoting the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
I chose to study public health, which talks all about the SDGs, and I just believe in making our world a better place. And it takes all of those goals and us to act on them to make that happen. What stood out was the range that students took to find different organizations around St. Louis, and then them actually going and working on projects that they came up with. It shows that they had to critically think about what they were doing and wanted to do and how they could make an impact in their community.
It gets people thinking at a younger age that they can actually make change. What stood out to me about the presentations was the level of actual tangible experience that folks got, that it was like real and authentic.
The event also showcased students from other schools across the Midwest telling how they strive to achieve the UN's sustainability targets.
The first step And solving a problem is to educate people about it. The world is built on relationships, and that's how we get things done. Alone, we can't do a lot, but together we can make a difference.
Our presentation was to address the carbon emissions emitted by the usage of vehicles and also address the lack of parking at our school to encourage people to carpool more often. What we did for this was we presented the idea in front of our school and gave them, incentives to carpool. We also worked on our project rigorously in class and practiced presenting, working with each other to prepare for this event.
The Impact Challenge remains a testament to the dedication of students and educators alike in making a meaningful difference within their communities.
This is Eduardo and Kinsey reporting for PNN.
Even though it's a required formal dinner and dance evening, most of the juniors and seniors will tell you they had a fun evening last Thursday. Michael and Dean bring us highlights.
Two steps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Chop, chop, real smooth.
Would you like to dance?
This is Michael and Dean reporting for PNN.
It's now time for Principia's weather forecast, which is not sanctioned by the National Weather Service. Here are Michael and Reed.
Good afternoon, Panther News Nation, and welcome back to Principia's local weather channel. I'm your host, Reed Shaman, and from our expert-level sources, we are anticipating a great week of weather. Throughout this week, we are expecting highs to be bouncing between 40 and 50 degrees and lows in the 30s. We aren't seeing much precipitation on the radar, so there won't be a need for an umbrella, but honestly, you might want to start purchasing some sunscreen. Now, I will be passing it off to our international weather reporter, Michael Sadamba, who is in a climate that is summer year-round.
Aloha Principia! Welcome back to the International Weather segment. I'm in Hawaii right now. It is like 80 degrees outside. Please do not come here layered up like I did. Quite sweaty. I think my bald head is sweating too. But yeah, see you guys. Bye.
Don't forget your Valentine next week. An easy and fun way to do this is simply to take part in Flowers for Friends and benefit the Simunia project at the same time. Dean King explains.
Each year, Ben Schmidt and I, Dean King, have sold flowers during Valentine's Day, and after some complications, we are finally back this year.
Flowers for Friends started whenever I went up to Dean with the idea to sell flowers on Valentine's Day, just to make some more money. But then eventually, once we talked to Mrs. Dry, we realized that we would need to have some sort of fundraiser involved, so we decided to pick Simunia. So that first year, we sold carnations in the middle school and a few to the upper school to raise money for Simunia.
For the past 4 years, we've been actually sending this money towards my grandmother's foundation in Guatemala to help plant trees in places where it's dry and where deforestation has happened. So actually running a business is as hard as it sounds. It's not really easy. There's a lot of things that go into it, such as marketing, getting the business approved. Delivering flowers is also like something that you have to think about. When you have to close down the survey for the flowers, morning meetings, there's just a lot of different aspects and factors and elements that you have to be thinking of.
If you want to give someone a flower, but you don't want to know, they don't need to know that it's from you, that's a good way of doing it, or we can just give it to you if you want to give it to them specifically.
We would be so grateful to anyone who buys a flower this year. And remember that the last day to order and pay is the 10th. So if you want to buy any flowers, make sure to do it before then.
And that's our look at what's going on around Principia this week.
Make it a great week.